Welcome back, everyone, to Greenbox Gaming Plays Delta Green. We are here after a myriad of technical difficulties. I feel bad because I feel like I was the one who I was like, hey guys, make sure your audio local recording is all sorted out, and then mine's all fucked up too.
Myriad technical difficulties that I should note are still not resolved. They are ongoing technological issues.
Yeah.
But we just decided to say, fuck it, let's do it.
Partial success.
We're just tired of not doing it. Oh man. So yeah, we've been away. Real quick. I'm Joe. I'm the handler. I'm joined by my good friends. I got Ch1, who is playing our wonderful Benedict. I've got Dace, who is playing Benji. And then we've got Brad playing Hank Ellis.
Yes, I'm playing Hank Ellis. He is a level 5 ranger.
That's
with
the wrong
a
game. Wrong game,
Griffin.
Brad.
Oh,
Wrong game.
familiar.
That's your other podcast.
That's your other podcast with
Switch
your other
windows.
friends.
That's the weird thing about Brad's characters. They're all named Hank Ellis.
Yeah, in any setting. Yeah.
This isn't the guy that had parents killed by an evil sorcerer named Shang Tsung in an interdimensional fighting tournament called Mortal Kombat.
Nope. No,
Not
that's I don't even think that's a game you've been playing. I think that's just a fanfic you've been writing.
Yeah, I would play that game though. Did you just come up with that off the cuff?
Yeah, every single bit of it.
Alright, so yeah, it's been a minute. Last time we recorded was right after Thanksgiving. And then, people, doing stuff for holidays and whatnot. We've all been kind of sideways. We really like to try to get on a schedule where we can publish something weekly. So if you're listening to this out there, we're trying, I guess, is all I can say. But yeah, how was everybody's Christmas? Well, I guess actually two of you haven't even done your Christmas. You're doing it tomorrow, right?
Pending.
That's right.
Christmas is pending.
Wow.
Pending Christmas situation. What about you, Brad?
It was great.
Just gonna leave it right there. That's it.
Yes.
It's fucking great.
What was your favorite present you got, Brad? You're 31 years old now, so it was like a pair of socks or something.
Well,
Keep it PG-13.
I have.
Yeah,
damn.
let's keep it above board here.
Well, I wear these shirts. My only pair of long sleeve shirt has 3 buttons here. I don't know what you call it. And I wear it all the time. So my mom got me 7 of those
Hensley.
shirts in every different color.
It's called a
Hensley?
Hensley. Yeah.
Well, now I have every color under the rainbow of Hensley.
I thought you were gonna continue on and say, so I've got these shirts that button up and have no nipples or something. They just have the nipples cut out of
I
them.
mean, we could modify it.
Yeah.
I got a onesie that had the nipples cut out and also the butt cheeks.
a pair of assless chaps, which is a misnomer because all chaps are assless.
So say we all.
Yes. So there are no
Your chaps are assless?
There are no assed chaps. Those are pants.
I feel like there's a gap in the market right here.
For ass
For some
chaps?
chapped asses.
For chapped asses? I think that's something else.
Is that just like 2 pieces of denim that fit over your ass?
It's a DIY.
Just the part that's cut out.
Chapped asses.
It's like a weird reverse apron.
It's like donut holes, but for chaps.
Leather tassels.
Oh my god.
It's like a baboon butt attachment, but for your chapless chaps.
God, it's genius from so many levels because there's so much waste when you make chaps. Because what do you do with that part that you cut out?
With the
Exactly.
butt part that you cut out.
And when you eat baboons, you don't.
And all that leftover
It just-
baboon ass.
It's all that wasted baboon ass.
Yeah. God, guys, I didn't think this is where this going when we started, but I'm smelling money.
I was just
we
wanted to know how
not
everyone's
business.
Christmas was. but now we're down.
It would have been a lot better with some chapped asses.
I'll tell you what. All right. Okay, would you guys like to talk about some Delta Green?
Do it.
I guess.
Yeah, okay.
I could circle back to the chapped asses, but let's
There's
do it
always
I'm
anyway.
sure we
time.
will.
So we are here. We are back in the wide, wonderful world of Delta Green. And I guess we'll just start with a quick recap. I don't know, did you guys have any time to listen back to the episodes at all?
Yeah, I
Every
listen
night.
to. Brad listens every night. I listened to episode 5 2 weeks ago, and then the last part tonight. So
Yeah.
a little bit
I wanted to
refreshed.
come in with the same discombobulated feeling that I left with, so I didn't.
Okay. So
no,
if-
that's
I'm a-
method.
yeah,
That's
it's
method.
method. Yeah. It's I mean, you gotta respect it. But yeah, so we are here. Our group is in 1995, New York City. The cover task, the cover mission that you have been assigned by your Delta Green handler is to assist the FBI in the disappearance of Abigail Wright, a young artist working in New York, living and working in New York City. But that's just the cover task. What's really happening is that a strange symbol, a strange sigil, caught Delta Green's attention. Some of Delta Green's agents at the FBI. You guys have been sent in to document and clean up her apartment, which is some weird hoarder's shrine. And as you guys have done so, things have continuously gotten a little bit weirder. The last few episodes, you guys had kind of dug into the stuff in her apartment a little more, and after Benedict's PA, Jeremy, did something and was found with a demonic symbol in his hand. And
Jeremy.
friggin' Jeremy, man. You guys began to investigate the rest of the apartment building and some of the other tenants. You guys keep going back to this poor son of a bitch, Roger Caroon, and you repeatedly kind of went back and tore his apartment apart. But there were some things that you began to notice that were a little odd. You had found this floppy disk, which is with a strange story that described you guys in great detail, in the basement in Roger's things. He has no memory, supposedly, of making this, and you guys have believed him. Something else, though, you found in his apartment, you found that the food in his refrigerator, you found some meat and like a really oddly ornate, fine bottle of wine. They seem to be out of place. Not only that, the expiration date for all of his food was back in June, which is around the time when Abigail was reported missing. And here we are in August, and all these things are in his apartment, and all this food, it's supposed to have been expired, but it's not. Like I said, a little bit odd. And you guys, actually, Benji then took that food and ran outside to try to go after that guy you guys saw. And when you did, the food all immediately rotted once you left the building. You guys went on to investigate some of the other people in the apartment. I believe it was, gosh, I can't remember which one's name. Lewis Post, who is an animator. You went into his room and everything seemed fine. He's a comic book artist, but you discovered these really disturbing graphic comics of a man with children and a man drowning and murdering children alongside a strange mirror. You went into Michelle Van Fitz's apartment and you discovered a strange book that didn't seem to belong there. You'd originally gone in her room to because you had found this hand-drawn map that said there was a tunnel that led off of one of the walls A wall that, if it had an opening, would open out into nothingness, into the air of the second floor. And then I believe you guys had also, besides Roger, there's someone, one of the other tenants. I'm sorry if I'm trying to remember everything that we actually did. But you guys basically continue to find odd things in everyone's rooms. Now, you eventually went up to the top floor, and again, it's odd because a lot of this apartment, which is in a pretty nice-ish part of New York, a lot of these apartments are empty.
One important tenant was the standoffish lady. I can't remember her name. Do you remember what I'm talking about?
Got the book from her.
Yes,
that's who we got the book from.
Yes, you got this strange book, which is like it's an English to Tartessian dictionary, which is a language that no one has heard about ever.
Can't have enough of those.
Yeah. You guys eventually go upstairs, you're continuing to look around, and about the time nightfall occurs, you guys realize there's, like, one of you turns around, there's suddenly, like, a half-smoked cigar just laying on the counter. You guys hear strange music in the distance. It sounds like 1910, 1920s, like turn of the century, like swing jazz kind of stuff. As you guys hear all this in the distance, you go up the stairs that had previously led to the unremarkable roof of the building and open the door to find it its entrance into a beautiful and ornate smoking lounge. You guys entered, closed the door behind you, and when you opened it again, you found not the downstairs back to the Macallistar building, but a long hallway, impossibly long, as you stepped into a new place. You also met Mark Rourke. A name that should be familiar to you because it was a name that was in that strange story that you read. It was one of the characters that you had identified as not knowing who they are. He came in and talked to you guys, and he told you that he knows Abigail, that he knows who she is, and that she's with the salesman up on 6th floor. It's her boyfriend, and that he hasn't seen her for a while. You guys basically said goodbye to him. Did have something interesting. Benedict was something happened. I don't know if you guys picked up on it. I don't know if I'm putting too much of a spotlight on it. Benedict had wanted some tea, and when he had asked about it and kind of put that out into the universe, well, lo and behold, there's happened to be some tea there. And it seems to be, as you guys try to travel down these hallways, that it's like walking in a dream. It's like some things are impossibly far away, but then they're too close at the same time. It's like everything is like trying to move against you, and things don't seem to be working well. One of the last things that happened is you guys ran into a dog. As you guys had been looking for a dog in the Macallistar building and seen sign of one, you find this dog, this large mastiff with the name Abraham on its collar, and Benji befriended him with a finger sandwich. The last thing that you guys saw, the last thing that happened, was we were fortunate enough, as you guys go down the hallway, you find a closet, and you open it, and it appears to be the same closet that you had shoved Jeremy, the mirror, and all of these strange pictures in, but Jeremy's not there. But then posted to the back wall is this strange symbol that you see in the middle of your play space on roll 20. You all take a little bit of sanity damage. Benedict, more than anyone else, actually hears whispering in the back of his head. Have you seen it? 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 And that is where we're going to pick up. Right there in the hallway.
Actually, Benji was fine.
Other thing.
Yeah, and Benji's totally fine.
He passed. He was just like, where he left off, he's like, Hey guys, take a look at this. When I look at it, it makes my brain hurt.
Oh man.
God, that made me laugh.
One of the most fascinating weird things that happened was that plane ticket that had
Oh yes, you guys did find that plane ticket that seems to be from the
from the future, presumably.
Yeah. Michael Whitwer, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, in this day and age, he's a 15-year-old in Louisville.
Right.
But the plane ticket was dated. What did you say, Brad?
15 years in the future.
In the future.
Or no, he's a 15-year-old. I bet. I can't read
is
the
15 years in the future. Here, I'll make it bigger real quick.
Oh yeah.
6 June 2015.
2015.
So it's 10 years in the
20
future,
years
right?
in the future.
Oh, 20. Wait, no.
1995.
Oh no.
2015.
That changes everything.
Oh, that changes everything.
No, it's just one of those things. Like, do you guys ever get locked into thinking like 95 is 10 years ago, and
Yeah,
then
right.
you know,
Yeah.
and you realize
Yeah.
that we're actually dinosaurs?
Yeah.
All right. So 2015, which is 20 years in the future. Fuck me.
So yeah, you guys are right here, standing in the hallway. Oh yeah, I got something for this. Let me do.
Ooh.
There we go. Change it up a little bit.
Well, that's nice.
Excellent.
That's not creepy at all.
I feel safer already.
Good. It was meant to put you at ease.
So do we have any idea where we are relative to that little scribbled napkin?
You can make me some type of roll to see. How do you think? Now, keep in mind, this space doesn't seem to make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
The night floors.
Oh, by the way, remember how I originally had told you guys that I wasn't going to tell you the name of the operation because because it was a spoiler?
Yeah.
Well, congratulations.
The night floor.
You've reached the night floors.
Wow.
That means we're about to die this episode, since he told us the...
Yeah.
There's nothing more for us
Good
to
luck.
find by Googling.
I know. My brain immediately starts metagaming. Like, part one. This is the end of part one. We're in the fucking night floors. What are we going to fight?
So, when was X-Files made? Was X-Files made around in 95? Probably not.
No, it was definitely going on in 95, right?
Yeah.
Let's check.
Absolutely.
All right. In the meantime, I'm gonna do an occult roll to try and figure out the
93.
map. How does that sound?
Okay.
Occult
Go
roll?
for it.
Cult roll. Let's see what we got.
I just hear voices.
I
Success.
got 24.
Success.
24 under 50 in a cult. Well, how do you think
on.
you're bringing your cultic knowledge into this? Like,
He's a reporter. He knows everything.
He did all the reporting on all the weird shit that happened at the Daily Mail. He knows maps. He knows maps and he knows napkins. If anything,
listen,
there's
I know
two
napkins.
things that describe
All right.
Benedict. And that is maps and napkins.
Okay, well, there is. I would say that what you know is that. I gotta say, I'm trying to think. Like, you have a 50. You do have a 50 in occult, so you're pretty well steeped in occult. This place, it reminds you of something that you've heard of like interspaces, like spaces that are between this world and another world that have little bits of both intermingled. That's why themes thematically might seem kind of like they're of our world, but they're not making the kind of sense. That's why, like, for instance, like, there might be a time, like, you might look down to the right and see something, and you might look to the left and then look back to the right and that hallway is now shorter, or there's a door there that wasn't there before. You think that you might be, like, this sounds like things that you've heard of, like people who go on vision quests and other kind of, like, occultic things that you've heard of and experience that people have. That sounds like this, but you're living it. Not only are you living it, as far as you're aware, the other two people with you are living it too. But I can tell you that you're not sure how to get out still. You're not really sure where you are. And I would say
it seems
that...
like...
Actually, I'll tell you this. I will tell you this. You think that if you need to figure out where you are, then probably a good place to start is to figure out more about where you came from. Is the Macallistar building. There's something like, this building was creepy. This building was a little weird. The people in it were a little weird. There's something going on with this building, and you need to get to the bottom of it to get to the bottom of what this place is.
Well,
so, question. In all the time we spent in Abigail's room cataloging all of her stuff, do you think there's any chance that Benji would have pocketed one of those things? Like, one of her items, like, I don't know, a manuscript from a page she wrote, or like, a lock of her hair?
Well, I don't know, like, because she's an artist, and Benji's a musician, and there's lots of stuff. You know what? This is a perfect time to utilize a luck roll, is what it is. That's what we're gonna do. Let me do something here real quick.
he was stuck in a liminal space.
What is technically the definition of a liminal
himself.
space? I know it has, like, it is something very specific.
So I was trying to explain this to somebody. I'm interested to hear your definition, John, because I tried to explain it to somebody last weekend, and I kind of got there, but I didn't get all the way there.
I think it's in between. It's anything between one thing and another. It's like the liminal space, and it's that kind of gray area where you're not in either side. That's how I understand it.
One of the best, or one of the most accurate depictions that I've come across is like, picture your high school, and then picture it like after hours when nobody's there. It's like in between what it's supposed to be. It gives you that eerie feeling of like, I don't know. That kind of sums it up for me. That's my interpretation of it. Yeah, it's like in a state of change.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right.
Thinking of my bathroom when I'm not brushing my teeth and taking a shit at the same time.
You do that?
Time is money, man.
All right, Roger. Brad Davis, 2023.
Fucking
Time
you are
is
now
money.
officially
Talking about
appointed
shitting and brushing teeth at the same time. All right.
CEO of Chapped Ass Inc. That's what you are right now.
What
All
if
right,
you ate a meal in between every bite,
Oh my god.
brushed your teeth while you were shitting out your previous meal?
This is what I'm talking about. The future.
I am getting us back on track to Delta Green
Okay.
right this
All right.
second.
That's probably smart.
I rolled a 62, which is an unlucky thing. So we're going to say if the opposite thing that you wanted to happen happened, which is no, you did not pick up anything. That being,
You just have a sandwich.
That being said, you didn't specifically say that you had thrown away the two things that you picked up. The hamburger meat and the bottle of wine from Roger Caroon's home.
Yeah.
We take the dictionary with us as well.
You did take the dictionary with you
Cartesian
as well,
dictionary.
from what's her face, from Michelle Van Fitz's apartment.
Yeah. Well, I really wanted I wanted something from Abigail's apartment so I could sort of use Abraham as like a point dog, like let him
Oh, okay,
sniff
to try to
something.
get her to get him to sniff something. You don't have
Is it
anything
a
that you think is like especially smelly. You don't have anything.
is Abraham a girl?
Abraham is a male dog, I believe.
Oh, you said her.
Let me check. I pull up his leg.
Get in there.
It's a male dog.
What
That's
do
a
you
boy.
say? Oh, it's a boy, huh? Abraham, that's a little bit of a mouthful. I think we're going to have to shorten that. I'm going to call you Ham.
Okay. By the way, actually, something kind of about this symbol that you found, Benedict. You have this feeling. Not only do you hear this, like, and you still hear it. You still feel like you hear this, like, you turn around, and it seems like you just missed whoever's like whispering in your ear. You get a hinting suspicion that all those years ago, I mean, it was like 5 years ago, when those strange men picked you up and put you in a van, right after you had that encounter with the strange American in the park who dropped that piece of paper. You don't know what it is. You think this might be it. You think that, not that you think that this is the same symbol. You think this is the same sheet of paper. The exact same thing.
Oh shit.
What are we talking about? His backstory that we don't know yet, or something?
Yeah, his flashback that he had.
Yeah, we had a flashback. In a park. This is the reason I got picked up by Delta Green. Because somebody dropped a random piece of paper in my lap.
You. Yes, I remember you. Sorry, I thought he was talking to Benji. Okay, gotcha.
So yeah. So what do you guys do?
Well,
Hank.
Yes, sir.
Abby, or as she prefers to be called, Gail, is on the 6th floor, right? Do you see any demarcation or you figure any way we can get up to the 6th floor? You see an elevator or a set of stairs?
Let me check. And I'm going to roll a search. And I'm looking around. I say, have you fellas ever read the book, The Great Gatsby? Failed.
Yeah, you don't immediately see any stairs. It's just like this place is weird. It's if you ever it kind of reminds you of not like you're drunk necessarily, but almost like you like just got a dental procedure done and you're just like kind of loopy. Like I said, but things seem far away and then not so far away, and then there's, you feel like you see a flash of someone just kind of walking quickly across a T intersection, and then they're gone. But if you're gonna go somewhere, if you're gonna look for something, like I need you to tell me what you're doing and where you're going and what you're looking for.
Okay,
I think
there's
we
no
should-
stairs. We're up here with the dog.
Not from where you see, not from what you're looking at right this second.
I think we should try to find the owner of this fine establishment. Because things are getting weird.
so we touched on that last session, and as far as what Mark told us, the owner, quote, is Mr. Castaigne.
The night
He's more like
Yeah.
the custodian, so he's not necessarily the owner. But where we left off, we were sort of pushing to find Abigail, who's on the 6th floor with the man with white shoes. So that's the main objective there. How we get there is what we got to figure out.
Well, let's just start searching rooms, I say.
I think that's a terrible idea, but yes, let's do it.
I think it's a wonderfully terrible idea.
Let's see if the dog will lead us somewhere. I said, come here, Ham. And I reach in Benji's pocket and get some of that meat out of it.
That
What's
Finger
is the
sandwiches.
meat like good now?
No.
No, I thought you had
Nope.
like the meat
Nope.
and wine from the.
Nope, it's still gross.
Say, Abraham, we're looking for someone important. Can you find her? I just give him some
You're talking
old,
to this
like
animal.
old meat.
and it just is
Yes.
is panting, its mouth open, and it's like sitting like leaning up against Benji, like almost sitting on his feet and leaning up against him and just looking up at you with this panting big dog smile. Just
Oh my God, you're such a good little ham dog.
Pat him on the head.
I don't think he understands us.
I don't speak what we speak.
Ham, look at me in the eyes.
And I'll hold up the ball.
it-
Is he
it-
following
He's
it?
like cross-eyed.
he's like watching which way you're going with the ball as you go back and
We're
forth.
looking for a man with white shoes. Do you understand English, Ham?
He's looking at the ball.
Oh, all right.
Benji will throw the ball down the hallway.
All right. If you're just gonna stand there, he goes and gets the ball and comes back.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
fellas, what do y'all think about taking a walk? Just seeing the sights.
Yeah. All right. I think that's a good idea. Let's just maybe not open every room, but listen to see if we hear any action abouts. If that sounds like a good idea.
Oh, Ham here's got good instincts. He did show us that room that had that mirror in it.
Yeah, that mirror and no Jeremy.
And no Jeremy.
He's also
What? Did we actually
we
look at
also-
the mirror?
Did you?
Don't know. Oh,
Was that
we're
the
still in
room-
that room.
Was that the room where Benji found the piece of paper that caused us to roll sanity checks? Was
Yeah,
that
it
in the same?
It was a closet. It was the closet. As far as you
Yeah.
can tell, it is the closet where you put Jeremy, the mirror, and all that stuff.
Okay. Well,
But
I don't
basically,
know, maybe-
I think Jean is saying that you haven't investigated anything else in there right now.
yeah. So
Okay.
maybe investigate the mirror, then get out of here. Because, God, this
I
is
think
the
so.
theme. This is the theme. This is how we play. We've been standing in the same spot for 30 fucking
We played a
minutes
game
now.
of fetch.
It's like,
Okay, you go to
Man.
you go to fish the mirror out. It's this like big baroque piece. It's ornate. It's about as tall. It's like a full length mirror, and it's about 4 feet across. It's big and heavy. You kind of pull it out, and you're looking at it. Someone give me a. Someone give me. I'm trying to think of what to use.
Colt.
No, I'm not letting you use one of your best skills just for kicks.
Demolitions.
sidearm. Sidearm.
Give me like a.
Computer science.
How about this? Give me an unnatural.
Unnatural.
No, even better. Give me a power.
You-
Give me power. Power check up top.
up
Okay.
top Power check.
Raw power check.
Everybody?
Yep.
Benji got a success, 49 under 65.
I got a
Oh,
critical
shit.
success from
Benedict got a
Benedict.
critical.
I don't see. Oh, I see it. Okay, here we go. Success. Wow.
You all
We are so
succeed.
powerful.
You all
Jeez,
succeed,
we're some
but
powerful
Benedict,
motherfuckers.
still with this kind of voice in the back of his head, he hears this. He's, have you seen it? Have you seen it? And you all pull it out and you set the mirror there and you're looking at and at first you kind of rub your eyes because you're looking at it. It's a little dirty, the mirror. It's got like little smudges on it, and it's like as you look at it, you could swear that you could see something. But Benedict, you do not just see the mirror. You see through it. You see a room that looks like you're looking through a window. You see a room. It's small and it's dirty. And there's a big metal wash basin in the corner. The floor is tiled and there's like a drain in it. And you see a man. And he's standing there by the wash basin. and he has something in his hands, and he's holding it with both hands, and it's small and limp.
This is the motherfucker that killed all those kids.
And he's holding it, looking there. And you can even tell he's wearing like a purple, like, smoking jacket or something. Like, and Benedict, you're looking at him, and you're kind of looking at his profile, and he turns and meets eyes with you.
Oh God!
But just as that happens, you hear down the hallway, "Hey! Hey!" You all turn to look. It's Louis Post, the animator.
Oh my God!
He's walking down, taking big strides at you. He's like, "Hey, that's my mirror! Hey!"
Oh,
Benedict breaks the mirror.
Lewis?
He breaks it because he's freaked out. Breaks the mirror.
Do you?
Oh
You just punch it?
Yeah.
Oh,
He
shit.
just smashes
Really?
the river because he's freaked out.
Shit.
All right. All right.
Let's go.
Give me an unarmed attack. You don't have to do that
Oh my
well.
God.
It's not hard to break a mirror. Let's see if you damage your hand. Okay.
Success.
34 under
40.
40. You
What are the implications?
you punch this mirror, and it's like this big old, like, you know, like big thing.
He's a
You
burly
punch
man.
it, and the glass shatters and falls down. Then there's like a wooden back to it. The wooden back is still there, and as you hear something. You hear in the distance. You hear like what sounds like someone scream, like a man, like screaming. And Louis is like, "No, no, 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 no!" And he drops to his knees in front of the mirror, and he's clawing at the pieces of glass, and he's cutting himself up as he's doing. He's like, "No, no, 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 no! What have you done? What have you done? Oh God, no, no, no!" And he's like trying to push the glass back up into the frame of the mirror, and he's manic and frazzled, and he's crying.
I say,
It's like a man who's been disemboweled trying to push his intestines back into himself.
It's not unlike that, but the thing is this is almost nothing like the Louis Post you met earlier. He was well put together and well spoken and calm. And what the hell is he doing in this weird place?
Hank's not having any of it. He just picks up Lewis by the shirt and pushes him against the wall. Says, "Listen here, you little, tortured artist type. You said you had nothing to do with this place or knew anything about,
Epic burn.
You said you knew nothing about the right girl or anything, and here we find you here, crying about a mirror."
And he's like, so you're like pick him up and like put him up against the wall,
Yeah.
or what?
Yeah, rough him, like, yeah,
All right.
pin him against the wall like that.
He says, he looks at you. He's like, it's only here at night. Like the place is only here at night. And he's still just like, I'm never gonna see it again. Oh my God. And he's just like, and he like, as you like kind of like let his feet go back to the ground, he just pushes you off and goes back to the mirror, and he's like, "No, maybe if I," and he's trying to put it back together. He's like, "What have you done?" He's like, "My inspiration." And he turns back at you, and his face is twisted and angry. He's like, "This is all your fault. I'll never see it again."
Yeah, we got a good look at your inspiration under the bed.
And the thing is this makes total sense. Like, all of a sudden, it seems, as far as you can tell, when you were there earlier, Louis didn't know where this mirror came from or where his drawings came from. He didn't remember doing them, but now he seems to very much know what they are. And
Does he recognize us?
He seems to.
Okay.
Hmm.
And I kind of lean over to Benedict, and I'm like, what do you think he saw in there?
I don't think nothing good was in there. That's why I broke it, sir.
All right.
Do not care to know what was in there, but I do care to get the fuck out of this place.
I'm with you there.
Then he turns to Lewis. He says, "Tell us where we are and how we get back to the apartment."
He's pretty much inconsolable. I mean, he's literally like puzzle piecing these pieces of broken glass in there, and you looking in it, Benedict, you don't see what was in there anymore. Now it looks like just a completely normal pieces of a mirror. Seems that whatever was there is now gone. But he's like, you don't understand. You don't understand. He was showing me. He was making me a better artist. I was gonna be everything I could have been. And now, and he drops the pieces of glass and buries his face in his hands.
Okay. Benji will walk up to him and be like, get down on his haunches and like get on his level and be like,
"Hey, Lewis, I'm something of an artist myself. I might show you a thing or two."
Gives a little friendly nudge.
What are you trying to do here?
I'm trying to, A, calm him down, and B, like, see if he has any idea where the fuck Abigail is. So, like, I was trying to ease my way into a human role.
Okay. Well, human
Really
would be just to kind of figure out what his deal is. If you want to try persuade or something.
Okay. Yeah.
Oh, quick reminder, Hank, you gotta check your box for search failure, and we gotta update all the.
Oh, sorry, my
all the
dogs are
skills
going
that-
crazy.
You're right. I'll do that.
I don't know. Do you guys think it's worth fucking with Lewis, or should we just like push on and like he's a lost cause?
I think we
Hank
need to
doesn't
figure out
like him one
what
bit,
he
but
does.
I mean, Hank's number one priority
Opens up.
as a law officer is to find the right girl. So I mean, anything that gets us closer to that, sure.
Yeah. Well, rather than persuade, I just want to like calm him down and engage him and like ask him where Abigail's at. What would that fall under persuade?
Or maybe just charisma, If you just want to give me a straight charisma.
Okay.
Let me know if you guys hear the dogs barking, by the way.
I got
that's
a
not bad.
63 under 75, which is a success.
All right, you're able to he kind of calm him down. And what are you asking him?
Hey,
We're looking for a girl named Abigail. You
Yeah.
seen her hereabouts?
He's like I know it's what you said before. I mean, she's here. She's gone. She went up. She moved in with somebody upstairs, I think. I don't know. I don't know, man. And he like picks up one of his crumpled up pieces of like his art that was also in the closet. He's like, how am I ever gonna do this again?
You just
Hopefully you won't.
Yeah, I don't know, man. You maybe you should look for a different muse, like the ones you guys pretty disturbing. So
It's-
maybe just
You don't understand, man. He built all of this. He built all of this, and I got this. I got a front row seat. Do you have any idea?
Wait.
They would kill for that.
well, so he built all this here that we're in right now here, huh?
not this. No, this? No, but the Macallistar. He built the Macallistar, and there's something in it, like when you really first, when I first moved in, I didn't see it, but after Abigail, after Abigail, brought the play, I could see it.
You can see what exactly?
The genius.
Genius.
Yeah, in every angle and in every light fixture, it was all purposeful. And then I found the mirror, and he starts to kind of weep again.
I lean over to Benji. I'm like, ask him about the play. I want to know more about that.
About the play?
Yeah.
Lewis, hey, pick yourself up there, buddy. What do you know about the
He looks over at Hank.
the play?
The one Abigail brought, it opened everything. It made me. I thought I was an artist before. Oh, no! Now everything goes back. You've seen it. You wouldn't be here otherwise.
Did Abigail write the play?
Oh, I don't think so. No. She brought it, and she shared it with the people in the building. The King in Yellow.
Oh my God! Here we fucking go.
The King in Yellow. It was this old thing. Yeah, I mean, it was like late 18. It's really good. It's really good. And like said, and the first act is is just pretty so, but the second act, I mean, it just like.
Well, god dang, Lewis, as an artist myself, that's downright riveting. Where can I get my grubby little hands on a copy of that King in Yellow?
I think, I don't know where Abigail's copy. I mean, I think Michelle was the last one to have it, but and he looks
Michelle
back.
Whitwer?
Say what?
Michelle Whitwer?
Michelle Van Fitz.
Okay.
Oh, you're thinking of Michael
Fitz.
Whitwer.
Had a couple wires crossed in my head. Continue, Lewis.
He looks back down at the mirror. He's like, I have to take this back to my apartment. I'm gonna go get a broom or something, and I gotta put it back together. I gotta see him again. And he starts to walk off.
Hey, Lewis?
Where
Can I find Michelle? Round hereabouts?
She's in a room. And he turns a corner.
And he's disappeared forever because.
They're like ghosts walking around.
Yeah.
Benedict takes a shot of glass.
All right, you
Like,
now
he doesn't want this thing.
You now have
together.
a piece of
He's
this guy's
taking a piece.
mirror. Fuck him.
I would be careful with that thing, Benedict. I don't know what you
I
saw
don't.
in there, but
Any artist worth his weight in gold is not going to obsess this much over one source of inspiration. This man needs to move on, and I intend to help him.
I intend
Also-
to be the thing that helps him move on.
Also, if you haven't realized, I don't think we're in a safe situation, and having a weapon will be a great idea.
well, we got these guns.
we
and I
do
pull
have the
up-
guns. Blam, 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 blam.
Oh, I forgot about this.
It just starts shooting it off into the ceiling. I'm putting something down on the board. This is the man you saw, Benedict.
with
In the mirror. Oh.
murdering
Yeah,
the
he's
kids.
In the mirror. It's this man right here.
That's the one. Well, I wrote in my notes that he had a mustache. Man with mustache standing with zombie children. Is what I wrote down.
Question mark?
Zombie.
And he's clearly got a mustache.
Looks like the same guy.
Mhm.
All right.
I'm about ready to start walking around and see if we can find this
Yeah.
white shoed
Can
fellow.
we follow him?
And
Can we try to follow
he told you, he
Lewis?
said something about the guy had built the Macallistar building, so that's something.
The same guy that was killing the kids built the building and maybe wrote the play.
You don't know if it's the
maybe
same
not.
guy
I
who
don't.
killed the kids, but you know he said something about someone who built the building.
Yeah.
Well, we saw this. He said the guy in the mirror built the building, right?
Yeah.
And this guy was holding something small. And the dude that we saw in the mirror. So, okay. But you're just saying it's not for sure. Okay.
And we know
Can
that.
we follow Lewis?
Yeah,
He's
what's
a bad guy.
What's your
He's-
intent?
To find out what he knows and to just, I guess, if he knows his way around and he knows how to get up the room, he might know the way out. So I want to follow him to at least have an exit.
Is Benedict going, and are you leading the way, and these two guys are following you?
Yeah, maybe I'll just tell them, sirs, we need to follow that man. We need a way out.
All right.
We can figure things out later.
Yeah, we don't have any other leads right now.
All right.
Okay.
Let's follow
Go
Lewis's
ahead then,
crazy ass.
Benedict, and Benedict, roll me a sanity check. I'm gonna roll something too.
Hell.
Failure, 72 over 59.
Okay. All right. You go around the corner. You kind of go after him, and I assume the other two are kind of right on your heels. And Benji, Abraham or Ham, is following you as you go. You go around the corner, and you think you see Lewis, but as you get close to them, you realize it's not Lewis. It's just someone that kind of looks like him. And then a few more people walk out into the hallway, but they're all wearing. They're wearing like pajamas, but they're all matching and they're all very plain. They remind you of almost like a hospital kind of, not like scrubs, but like something that like a patient might wear. And they're like wandering around, and you look down this new hallway, and there's like 8 of them, and some of them are kind of like just like looking up into space. They look like they do not know where they are or what they're doing. They look like they might have something. They look like they might have something mentally wrong with them. Some of them are like talking to themselves. There's one that's in a ball, huddled on the ground and just rocking. One of them is just slowly just knocking his head on the wall. You know, there's like a woman who's like she's like making bird noises and like trying to catch something that you can't see.
What the
I
hell?
guess we would turn around at this point. Benedict would about face with an embarrassed look on his face and say, nope, not this way.
This is, guys, I can say that this is the wrong way.
Do any of the girls look like Abigail?
No, they don't. Some of them are like youngish. You know, there's kind of like a range of ages and whatnot. Yeah. But as you get close, you do notice that they have name tags. Like they have armbands, like wristbands that have names and whatnot on them.
Well, what do the wristbands say? Can we are they legible?
Yeah. Well, I'll say that probably 2 of them are actually wearing wristbands, and the other ones are either look like they've been chewed up or have been pulled off or something.
Sure.
Yeah, you see.
Benedict is hanging back with his shard of glass.
You see one guy. His name is Ed Wist, W-I-S-T. And and he's kind of like just wandering around and kind of muttering to himself as you go.
Go ahead, but then I have something I want to do after you read the next guy.
You see that there is a guy, Rudolph Valater, Valater. He has a bunch of tattoos down one arm that look like he must have been in the Marine Corps or something. And he is just he's just standing there with his arms folded, kind of like as you walk up, he kind of just notices you and just kind of looks back down at the ground.
Does Hank know anything about the history of this building prior to the artsy residence?
No, you guys have never really looked into that.
Could I roll anything to figure out?
Not here.
Here's what I'm thinking. Okay.
You're in the middle of a hallway.
Can we try the radios? Do the radios?
It's gonna be hard to come up with something.
I have two things I want to do.
Okay.
Does anybody else have anything they want to try first?
I know. I was trying to think of something to do, but go ahead. Because I have a theory as to what these people are, but
Yeah.
I think we all are on to that. But...
No, I'm certainly not
Uh-oh.
whatsoever. So I'll engage Rudolph Valater.
Hey, Rudolph. How are you doing?
He looks up and he's like, fine. Can we get a move on? And he looks down at a watch. He's wearing a watch. He's the only one of these people who seems to be wearing anything besides just patient gear. He's wearing a watch. And he's like, can we get a move on?
Where are you? Do you know why I pulled you over, Rudolph?
That's pretty good. And he slaps himself in the face hard. Wham!
Oh my God.
He is
okay.
he goes. He kind of like he's tasting blood in his mouth. He's like, nope.
You were speeding.
He says, whatever, man.
Where are you coming from, Rudolph? Where are you going?
He said, look, man, I just want to wake up. I just want to wake up.
Wait. So you are aware that you're dreaming? Are you lucid?
Yeah, and I'm kind of sick of it, honestly. I'm sick of this fucking place. It's every damn night.
You've been here before.
Yeah.
You know this place.
Kinda, yeah. And look, I'm not doing this, okay? Look, I get it. You're me. You're deep-seated unconscious. I mean, that guy, and he points over to Hank, looks like my cousin Ricky. That's not a coincidence. Just saying. So, yeah, I'm gonna wake up, and you guys are gonna be gone. So,
Well, to be fair, Hank has a large family, and you very well might be one of his cousins. But I assure you
hold
that
up. We don't want it. He doesn't need to know all that. All right, sir.
I assure you.
I can assure you.
I'm an individual. I am not you. You are not me. This is a weird space we're meeting in. We are two conscious, lucid people. You ever met somebody named Abigail in these here parts?
no. No, not that I know of.
Great. See you later.
Alright. He just kind of he puts his back against the wall and slides down till he's kind of crouched sitting on the wall. About that time, you hear a bark, and you turn around, and Ham is barking at the end of the hallway. There's a door, and he's barking at the door.
Let's not go there.
Let's talk to Rudolph some more.
I'm about done with these interrogations. All these people seem to be on the crazy side. In fact, I think old Abraham might be the most sane being in this place.
Yep,
I think let's quickly talk to Ed. I really, while we're here, we may as well
Might
just
as well.
speak to one other person to see if they have the same experience.
This is the other person.
Yeah. What is his name? Ed?
Yep. Ed Wist. Wist.
Excuse me, sir. Is your name Edward?
It was like you can see his armband. He's like whoa, easy there, Tex. Hands off the merchandise.
Excuse me.
He's a youngish.
Oh.
He's a pretty young guy. His hair is much better coiffed than everyone else here.
So I see you you too like to look after yourself. You're a stunning specimen of a human, may I say.
He just looks at you. He looks at you up and down. He's like, yeah, man, whatever. He pulls out a small black book. He's like, what is your name?
I'm trying to decide whether to answer my name or actually use my
You can use your
my
moniker.
code name at this point.
Like I said, remember, you guys have your real names. You have your Delta Green code name, and we also have said that you have non-crazy sounding FBI names.
I'm actually from a small island in the UK. My name is Matador.
Yeah. He's like, nah, that's okay. And he writes it down. He's like, and he sticks it back in his back pocket. He says, what can I do for you?
Just wanted to start up a conversation. There seem to be a few people here. We're trying to find our way, and I thought you might know something.
It looks like your dog knows the way.
True. Do you know the dog?
Yeah, I've seen it around here.
Do you know Rudolph?
Well, yeah, he's right down the hallway.
Are you friends?
No, no, that dude is fucked up.
So what are you doing here, Ed?
Look, whatever they said about me, it ain't true.
I haven't heard a thing about you at all. I can true as Bob. I swear on Judy, my beautiful neighbor, I've never ever met or heard about you before, Ed.
Hey,
I'm just curious.
Judy,
as a
what's
human
she
being.
like? He pulls out his little black book again.
Judy, well, she makes a mean cup of tea. Let me tell you.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What's the last name?
To be honest, sir, I do not know.
It's Hank in the background.
Just like.
What are you writing down in your book there, sir?
Just notes. Just taking notes of the people I meet, things I see.
Oh, you know I'm a writer. I take notes too. Are you writing something?
Nah, it's just for me.
Journaling, a classic art.
But
So,
yeah. What about you fellas? What's your names? He wants to write down your names.
I do not think I will give you my name, sir. Good day.
God, how should I play this? No, Benji's just gonna hold back. You're like,
I'm not really comfortable with sharing my name with you right now, sir. We're not on that level, you understand? We gotta be making our way. Have a good whatever the hell this is. All right.
Oh, hold on. Don't mind them. Ed, do you want names? I've got names for you. Do you want names?
Yeah.
Do you want stories? I like stories. Do you like stories, Ed?
Yeah, sure.
Let me tell you about Jeremy. Ed. Jeremy's one of my best people.
Are you just gonna
He's
give
one
him
of my best
all of
people, my
Jeremy's
best friend.
information?
He just tells all of Jeremy's life story.
Social security
And
number, birthday.
everything. And say, you know what, Ed, Jeremy's had a hard time. He's had a hard time lately. He came in to work today. He wasn't feeling well. I gave him a simple task. He just botched it up. He just botches things up all the time. And Ed, you know what? Like, I don't hold it against him. He's just another guy, just like you and me. We're just some people. So Ed, like, yeah, what do you think? What's your story, man?
Hey, so are you trying to get him to open up to you? You're trying to give him some info?
Yeah.
Get him to open up? Alright, so give me some type of role then, to try to appeal to him.
Charisma. Success.
73 or
Nice.
75. A success. So he'll say he's like, you know what? He looks you up and down. He's like, are you? It's like, what are you? He's like, listen, you need anything, you come to Ed. Ed can get it for you. All right. And also, you know, like, he looks around. He's like, and if you need help getting out of this place, I got a real good lawyer. He's almost got me out. Okay. So,
Good to know, Ed. Good to know.
yeah.
I may take you up on that offer, sir.
Benji leans into Benedict here. He's like,
How can we find them if we need them?
Good question. Ed, we're a bit mixed up. How do we get back here?
He's like, oh, he's like, well, I'm here almost every night. As far as I can tell, anyway. Me and old, he's like, and he points over. He points over at the other guy. He points over at Rudolph, like, me and old Rudolph, right? And Rudolph's like, he goes, fuck you, Ed. He says, yeah. He's like that.
Can you mind reminding us the name of this facility we're in right now?
Well, yeah, Dorchester.
what?
Don't be stupid, Dorchester.
Can you spell that?
It's spelled exactly like it sounds.
You see, we got a little lost, which is why we're here. This is why you have not seen us around these parts. And what's the address of Dorchester, if you don't mind me asking?
Well, beats the fuck out of me. I don't know. My lawyers ain't know that. You know, it's what, Boston. He gives you an address,
Well, Ed,
a vague address area,
Yeah.
like a zip code, and it's
Yeah.
like it's in Boston zip code.
Nah, not New
we can
York.
trust that.
No,
Correct.
not New York.
Well, thank God
Oh,
it ain't
Ed.
Jersey.
Right? This guy gets it.
Right. All right. Let's get the fuck out of here, guys.
Right, Ed, thank you. It's a pleasure, and I hope we will see you soon. It's been a delight, sir. It's been a delight.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, take it easy.
Is there any way we can I somehow lead a trail? So I guess we've got barking at a door, and we'll go that way. But can I scratch into the wall as I walk up the shop?
Like you're gonna like scratch like
An
a
attempt
symbol
to try and
or like a.
like just while we're walking, scratching along. to try and make a trail.
Yeah, it's not hard. There's like it's like wallpaper in some place. Like I said, very like turn of the century kind of style. Lots of like floral, like pretty wallpapers and stuff. And there's like, gold leafing on like the parts of the wall and stuff. You can just like, yeah, it's no problem. It's like keying a car. You just leave like a big scratch there if you want to.
Cool.
Just
Already
like
pissed off
keying
the
a
guy that
car.
built
Just
this
like
place.
keying a car.
You keyed a lot of cars in your days box?
Anyway, door.
All right.
So we're following
Hank,
Ham, right?
Yeah, it's this door at the end of the
he's
hallway.
at a door and he's barking.
And he's just like, he's kind of barking and he's just sitting there in front of it. And he's whining.
Okay. Benji, describe the door. Is it like a doorknob or a knocker or like what does it look like?
It looks like a fire escape door, but it doesn't match the rest of the place. Like this looks
Okay.
like a modern 1995 fire escape door.
Just got a
Well, fellas,
regular
this-
handle.
Like a push handle.
Yep.
What
Let's
do
not
y'all
get
think?
let's not get bogged down talking about doors, guys.
Let's go. We gotta
Yeah,
get
let's do something else. um, we turn around now. Hank will open the door.
All right, you open the door, and you see down the stairs of the Macallistar building. You appear,
Okay.
Like the modern Macallistar building.
yes, you appear to be looking down the stairs that you came up into the smoking lounge.
All right.
God dang it! We gotta find the right girl.
Benji wants to try something.
Okay.
This was the second thing I wanted to try. And I don't know how to go about doing this, but so he's gonna be like,
All right. So we have found an exit, clearly, right? Or so it seems.
Totally.
That's good. That's very important. We need to get out of here once we find Abigail. But first, we got to find Abigail. I couldn't help but notice, Benedict, when you asked for tea earlier, you got tea. I was just thinking, what if I said I want a set of stairs? Take me up to the 6th floor. So I'm going to try something here. I'm going to sit on my cross leg. I'm going to get on my haunches. Get comfy. I'm going to say, person. Smooth is the hand that makes the world as steady as a man. Grasp it. You'll be stairs. You'll be a set of stairs jumping up them there 6 floors, person. Praise person.
Benji, I think you belong with that group we saw back there. Get your ass up off the floor.
Yeah, nothing happens.
Okay. Well, I figured it's worth a shot.
Benedict gives him a fat slap on the back, like it was worth it. It was worth a try.
Thank you. Yeah, that's all I
Those-
got.
Who knows what shit we're in right now?
Yeah, Ham is sitting there, and he's just like sitting there at the threshold of the door, just kind of wagging his tail and looking up at Benji. And he Benji, you sat down. He pushes his nose against you, like he wants you to pet him.
What's up, boy? Come on, give you some nuzzles. I won't nuzzle you like that.
I think we should go out. I think we need to get out of
Yeah.
this place.
I don't think it really makes sense to leave without Abigail, but I think that's where this road is
Okay.
taking us. Can we make the dog? Will the dog go out first? I said, here, boy, you first.
All right, you say go on, and he goes down the stairs. He trots down the stairs.
I don't know what else there is to do. Let's keep this door open. to this 1920s lounge. Maybe we should go. Can we? Okay, Hank walks out and looks around. Is this the normal
This
spot
appears to
we
be the
left?
Macallistar building. Not only is it the Macallistar building, you look outside, you don't know if any time has gone past.
Really?
There is still a little bit of twilight outside, which is about what it was when you left. And you guys have been in there for like at least an hour. At least.
I mean, what do you think? It doesn't make sense to me to leave this place without finding Abigail Wright, and she's clearly in this alternate dimension thing.
But we know how to get there, right?
Well, we know how to. Presumably, what I think is if we keep opening this door as long as it's nighttime, yes, we can go to this like 1920 dimension world.
Right. But in the meantime, maybe we can do some recon on the building, because we got so many fucking weird loose ends.
Oh God.
What do you mean? What else? What would we ask?
We have a bunch of history we might dig into about the building. We've got Lewis Post, who is not who he seems. We need to find a book, maybe. We need to find the play.
Well, I mean,
got
here's
the
the
fucking
thing.
painting back at my apartment.
I feel like that's all going to be, the answers to all that's going to be in this lounge, night floors thing.
I mean, there are answers.
See,
Or
go.
so, like, one thing Joe said in particular, like, when we asked if the guy with the mustache was the guy that built the Macallistar building, and he said you guys didn't do that investigation, so that is a potential.
No, he said it would. He said that the guy said that was the guy that built the Macallistar building. Lewis said that was the dude that built the Macallistar building.
But that he built all of it. I don't know if it was the
Yeah, he
building,
built all of
but
it,
he
and
built
by all of
of
it, he meant the Macallistar building, but not necessarily the night floors. And this guy might be the same guy that wrote this play, but we might be.
I don't know.
Maybe not. He definitely built
Maybe
the
not.
Macallistar building. And my original thought was like, okay, maybe this, like, who knows what this building was prior to being this house of residence, and it could have been like basically a house for the criminally insane, and that's why these dudes were up there. But they said a completely other address, unless this building was picked up from Boston and moved to New York, which I doubt.
No,
then
it's like
maybe it's it can be accessed by a lot of other buildings that probably this dude built.
Well, it'd be like it's like portals for the insane. Like the only people that can enter the night floors are the insane people that maybe or maybe have not been exposed to the King in Yellow.
I don't think it's that straightforward. I think it's buildings made by this dude. This dude that was like in the mirror.
Oh, you think he made? Oh shit! I wrote this down. You think he made that same facility in Boston?
Possibly.
Well, that's really interesting.
Yeah, this dude obviously has some crazy connection to the demon, or he definitely has some affiliation with the king.
No, he seems alright.
Anyway, okay, we can stay out. Leave the door open. I don't really know what we want to investigate out here, but I'll follow your lead.
Well,
John,
I
if you think what?
Hank, if we're being honest with ourselves, our employers have been very clear about what our objectives are. We need to hide the truth first and foremost. He's going to get this totally wrong. We need to hide the truth. We need to obscure the truth. We need to cover up the truth, and we need to get the fuck out of here. I believe that this door may not be open forever for us to do those key things. Just bastardizing the tenants of.
It's not bad. You know, it's basically,
I'm
all
all-
right, cover up the truth. Let's get the fuck out of here. Okay.
I'm all for that. I still want to find this girl though, and I don't know what we could do outside of burning all the shit in her apartment.
I mean,
They could possibly
Hank is
lead to
being
this.
Hank is being very true to his character, which is as a U.S. Marshal, he wants to do the job. He wants to save people.
Makes sense.
You know, Benedict is being pretty true to his character, which is, I'm looking out for number one. I want to get the fuck out of here.
Let's find a middle ground. What is the middle ground here?
All right. I think I have an idea. I've got a little plan bubbling in my tiny brain here. What if we bust out of this here dream world and go down to Abigail's apartment and collect a bunch of her hair, and let's let Ham sniff it, and go back into them there dreamlands, and it'll just be like a hound dog goes never down.
You're not sure if
Benji,
Ham is
how much did you have to drink at that bar, son?
You're not sure if Ham's that kind of dog. About as you guys are doing
Jesus,
this, as you
Jeremy.
guys are standing at the top of the
I have
staircase,
to figure out what Jeremy is up to.
trying to figure out what the fuck's going on, a figure rounds the corner at the bottom of the stairs, and you hear, "Oh no!" And you look down, and you see none other than Roger Caroon standing at the bottom of the steps, looking up at you.
Oh, you motherfucker.
You dirty son bitch.
Is that,
And she
I
runs
imagine
down
like,
there and
that's
puts him
what
up
you guys
against the
say
wall.
out loud,
Go get
like,
him.
"You son of a bitch."
Hank literally goes out there and pushes up against the wall and says, "So you knew more than you were letting on, huh?"
I'm sorry. I didn't earlier. I didn't remember. I'm sorry. And he's still very shook and seems still be scared of you guys. He just has his hands up. I'm sorry. I didn't remember. Yeah, I wrote that. Yeah, I wrote that stuff. Yeah, I was just going upstairs to get something to eat. Come on.
Oh my god. That's zero sympathy for this guy now. Felt a bit bad before.
I didn't like you before, and I definitely don't like you now.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'll go back to my apartment. I'm sorry.
Oh, no, you're not. You are staying with us, and we are going to torment you until we find Abigail Wright.
Ah, God, I hope
like
that's
you
just
take
your
a look
player saying that, not you as a character. Ah.
No, I'm on board with that. I think we need a fourth party member, and I think it's you.
I refuse to have this guy follow you around as an NPC.
I don't know. I think it would improve the podcast.
As soon as we find Abigail Wright, we will let you go. I don't want to look at your face.
She's up in 12A.
Yeah,
You're gonna
12A.
take us there.
What?
Yeah, he said she's in 12A.
On the 6th floor?
Yeah,
Like
on 6.
Why is the room 12? Okay.
By the way, I will say this. If you guys look at the map, there is no 12A.
Right.
So
We don't have
clarify
a map
for
of
me.
this fucking...
We're out of the dream world now, right? Like
You're
we
standing in
walked
the
down the
Macallistar
stairs,
building.
Yeah.
and we're out of the dream world.
Right. You're out of the night floors.
The 9 floors. And
Night.
you're saying she's in 12A.
I say we take him back with us. We go back in there right now. We tell him to show us exactly where 12A is.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah.
He's like,
Well,
I've never been
so you
there.
can-
I've never been up to 6. Like, you're like holding him still. He's like, I've never been up to 6. I don't go up there. I can't.
Why?
I'm not ready, I guess, or something. I don't know. Like, I was just gonna go get something. I was just gonna go get, a cocktail and go back to my apartment.
You were gonna get a single cocktail and then bring it back to your apartment?
Look, maybe more than one. I don't know. I hang out with Mark sometimes.
Mark.
That's the guy we met at the bar.
Right.
Mark. Rourke.
Mark, bro.
We need to get to the 6th floor. What was so special about Abigail that she got to go to the 6th floor?
I don't know. Like, I mean, she was just my neighbor, man. Like, I don't know.
Yeah, you also didn't know anything about the night floors, did you?
I didn't during the day. I forgot. Like, I couldn't remember.
Oh.
Look, they're here. They're here now. What's the big deal? Like.
Okay.
Well, breakaway meeting. Hank, Benedict. You stay right there.
Stay right there, Jinx.
We're watching you.
Ham growls at him.
Yeah. I'm coming in.
Good boy.
Look
Good
after
boy,
this man.
Ham.
All right, we need a plan. Okay, obviously we want to get to the 6 floors. We don't know how to get to the 6 floors. Something special about Abigail. I mean, I guess we could go back to Mark, but we're still, Benedict, I know you still want to not necessarily go back and kind of get rid of some evidence. I don't know where that lies in the plan.
Well, I mean, did you think it's funny that Mark, who he been interrogating in the daytime, doesn't know nothing in the daytime, and yet we're back in the real world here at night, and all of a sudden he knows a couple things.
Benji,
Lewis did.
We just walked into an alternate dimension, and that's the least remarkable thing that has happened this entire time.
Well, you also ain't seen what I've seen.
What's
Visions
that?
of bloody fucking hands coming out of chest. Gore, spouting horns, devils. And Benji's just like...
This is just Benji just thinking about a horror movie he saw once. It's like, you haven't seen what I've seen.
You ain't seen what I've seen. Now, I mean, do you not think that's worth looking up on? These people seem to know things in the night they don't know in the day.
Yeah.
Well, we just asked him, where's Abigail Wright? What else should we ask him, Benji?
Well, when we asked him before, he didn't know shit. And we asked him now, he said 12A on the 6th floor. That's something.
I think we need a navigator. We need a navigator, and I think our good friend Mark will be the man to do it for
I
us.
think this is the guy. You mean Roger, your good friend Roger.
Sorry, Roger.
Mark's the guy that was at the bar.
Right.
So does Benedict not want to do anything here anymore?
I think with the revelations of Roger actually knowing something, I think now he's going to be furious and want to use them to figure out what the fuck is happening.
I mean, like, why are you skeptical, Brad? Like, this is a way to go, right?
Skeptical of what?
Am I missing something? Like, now that we're here in the nighttime, back in the reality dimension, like, all of a sudden, this guy knows more
fucking
than
Lewis
Jason.
knew. So did Lewis. I assumed that now that it's nighttime, they just have all these, like, memories of what they've done in the night floors, because Lewis had the same thing.
Yeah.
Well, they're
let's
just
fucking
lying.
go to a. Let's go.
But I
Let's
don't
just
think
be
they're
lying.
gonna. They could have been lying, but I think it's actually they have all these memories of shit they've done on the night floor and all this bullshit. My thing is, I don't think
Maybe.
he's the key to finding Abigail, but I don't like Roger, so he's gonna come with us, and he's definitely not getting a cocktail. If I have anything to say about it.
Well, indubitably, but we've been going about it wrong. We just have to interrogate everybody at night, and we have to go to Michelle Van Fitz because she's the one that has the goddamn actual script of the King in Yellow.
And she also, if you
Yeah.
guys remember that map, not meaning to show you too much as the GM here, but in the map, in the hand-drawn map, Michelle Van Fitz's apartment has an
She's got
entrance to the night floors.
Exactly.
Oh, fascinating.
Remember
Whoever has
that
the book
you
has
had gone,
the
Well, I
entrance.
didn't.
you guys had gone there and looked, and there was nothing there.
Yeah.
Okay, I wasn't making that connection that entire map was truthful now. Okay,
But
I
it
think
can
we should do
change
that.
potentially. Like assuming
Yes.
the. So if we had the book, we would possess the entrance.
a
Maybe.
book.
Yeah, the play. Michelle.
I don't
Michelle,
know. I think we should just go to her apartment and see if there's this entrance now that it's night
Mm.
to the night
Okay.
floors.
Take Mark.
That's what I'm
Take
saying.
Roger with us.
All right, break. Roger,
Break.
change of plans. You're coming with us to Michelle's room. Is Michelle still in her room?
Oh God, not her! Come on, guys.
Oh yes.
And away we go.
Yes. And you're not getting a
Did that,
cocktail.
did that just make you guys want to go even more?
So much.
All right, let's travel on down to Michelle's room. And is Ham still with us? Hopefully.
Yeah.
Okay.
And you guys, like, I'll remind you of this. You guys actually have been in this building at night before. And the last time you guys were here,
Oh, we
you
have.
knocked on Michelle Van Fitz's door and she did not answer.
Yeah.
because she was in the night floors.
Yeah.
So, yeah,
Yeah,
Ham
break.
follows you, and
Fuck
Roger's
it.
like, guys, come on. Like, I've got some writing to do. Like, that story that you found on the floppy, like, I got, like,
Sucked.
he's like, no.
I'm just gonna say it.
But
It
no,
sucked.
he actually gets kind of shitty about it. He's like, no, it doesn't. That is the best thing I have ever written. It is.
Yeah, don't let Michelle read it. That's all I got to say.
He's like, no, I'd never let her read anything. He doesn't seem to like her either.
Roger, try to pull yourself together. There is a missing girl. We have got to find the right girl. Let's knock on her door. Michelle's, that is.
All right, give me a luck roll. Below 50
Joe,
is lucky.
This door is coming down. One roll or another, it's going to come down.
But you have knocked, so we're gonna.
Okay, all right.
Nice.
Success.
Hey.
All right, 45 under 50.
45 under 50.
Yeah, you knock on the door, and Michelle opens the door. She's like, "Yeah, what? Hey, Roger," and he's just like, "Hey, Michelle." She's like, "What? What are you doing? Can I help you? Do you guys not get off at 5 like every other fascist police state thing out there? Like, what's
We'd push our way in.
you do?
For sure.
You straight
Yeah,
up
sure.
push your way in. She's like, what? Well, excuse me. Hold on.
Michelle, cut the shit.
We
she's
try to
like-
be nice.
Well, she is, and she's like, no, you cut the shit. Get the fuck out of my apartment.
What time is it?
Listen,
It's nighttime.
Michelle, we just want to check your bookshelf again.
But saying that, as you guys kind of glance around, this apartment is way bigger than it was before. Holy shit! And you thought there were a lot of books in here before. like, wow. And of course...
Is it got like a 1920s flair? Or is it just...
Little bit. And you guys actually... You remember... And Benji, remember that door you were looking at? You were looking for that bookcase where that door was supposed to be?
Yeah.
There's a door there now. There's like a big fireplace.
Yes!
There's not even a chimney. And there's a big fireplace. And she's like, get the fuck out of here.
Michelle, I don't think we will. It was bad enough you were talking bad about Huckleberry Finn, but now we come in here to find this. Don't you think you need to explain the fireplace, the door, this room expanding? We know all about the night floors, Michelle. We were just up there.
It's always fucking like this. What do you fucking want from me?
No, it's
she says,
not.
all right, she's like, last time, get the fuck out.
Hank pulls out the gun and points it at her and says,
give me an alertness roll.
Okay.
Oh, Jesus.
I think it's time. Like,
I'm sick of these people. They're alert. Hold on, where are we at?
No, I can see Hank being...
I mean,
totally
these people are lying. Success, thank God.
Hold on, I'm trying to get the,
Is this fight music?
sounds like it's
No, you... Here we go. I know, I'm trying to get you guys back to the night floor music.
Oh.
Alright, alertness. She has a can of mace in her hand. She's like holding it down by her side.
Shit.
And you're pointing a gun at her.
I say, drop the mace, ma'am.
She snarls at you, and she looks around at all you, and Roger's just standing at the fucking door, just like... And actually, this is probably a good time for Roger to fuck off. Roger starts to fuck off.
Oh, wow.
And
you got away. Huh?
Roger,
if you guys just take a second to look over, about that time, she hits Hank Ellis across the face with a blast of mace.
no, wait. Okay, come on.
I
We
got
don't
the
even.
alert.
We don't
I
even
got the
get
alert.
Okay, if
We
you
don't
want to
even
say,
get
okay,
initiative.
all right,
I got the alert. I thought that was my save. I got the alert.
You're right. You know what? You're right.
Okay,
Let me put this. She goes to blast Hank Ellis across the face with some mace.
Okay.
So I have to react.
So yes, I will say that you guys, since you said drop the mace, I'll give everybody a chance to do something. Now, I will also say this: Hank Ellis does have a gun pointed at her already.
We don't want to escalate it that far. I would like to make.
I don't want to kill her, but she's definitely going down.
I would like.
I'm not going to shoot her, but
I would like to
She's
make
definitely going down. Blam, blam, blam!
an unarmed combat roll to just take the mace away from her. Just grapple her to take the mace away.
That's fair.
we each get to make one. Do we have to say before it happens?
You tell me what you want to do. If that's what you want to do, if you want to try to take the mace away from her.
I think we all should.
Would do the same.
I would want to do the same thing. Yeah, I think I want to do the same thing. I'm not going to shoot her, but I want to disarm her.
Okay.
I think you're holding a gun. If this goes south, I think you just have to pull the trigger.
if you're holding that gun, if you want to
Blah, 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 blah.
if you want to attempt to disarm her, you're not going to be able to do that with a gun in your hand. That thing is going to have to be dropped.
Yeah, that's fair. You
I
should
think you
probably
gotta
just
hold
get the
it.
gun
Okay.
trained on her.
Yeah.
Don't worry,
All right,
we'll
this
take
is-
care of it.
I don't want to.
Dude,
Let's
we're
see what
a
happens.
fucking
Let's see what
blues
happens.
musician and a journalist. We'll fucking take care of
We-
it.
Let's see what happens.
Don't even fucking worry about it.
Let's keep it true
I
to how we
love-
would do this. So, Benji, let's
The
see what
blues
happens. Hank will go
historian
last.
goes in for the unarmed takedown.
go.
All right, real quick, everyone, tell me what your dex is.
Benji's dex is 14.
So is
I'm
Hank's.
12.
Next to it, it says distinguishing features cross country.
All right, Benedict, roll me a luck roll real quick.
$2,450
success.
success.
All right, all three of you may act before Michelle, before she managed to get her finger on the trigger of that of the mace and spray Hank across the face. So what are you doing? Go ahead. Let me know, Benji and Hank first.
And
Are we still doing splitting these sessions into two separate things?
You know, you're right. This is actually a good place for us. Oh, God, that's a shitty cliffhanger. God, I hate that. But we're going to do it anyway. That is a good time for us to start right here, or stop right here as Michelle Van Fitz and these guys are about to engage in their first Delta Green Impossible Landscapes combat. Yeah, shit has gotten really weird, and now this woman is just, this writer is now attacking you guys. I mean, it's shit's hitting the fan.
I know.
But you guys have figured out a lot this session. I said, really good job. I'm really excited to see where this continues to go. But yeah, we are going to cut it there. We're going to take our mid-recording session break. And anyone listening to this, we will be back next week with our next episode. Come back and hang out with us as we continue to try to figure out what's going on in this bizarre building. And so we can figure out what happens with the guys and Michelle Van Fitz. Until then, see you guys later. Bye.
Peace.
Peace.